Okay, so hello everyone, I'm Tim from Tim's PC and I build custom PCs to suit anyone's needs or budget. Also live stream my builds and repairs for transparency and educational purposes. So if you'd like to get an awesome new PC and you'd like to see it go put together live, send me a message today. Alright, so we're back here tonight and we're going to be building an RTX 4080 Super paired with a Ryzen 7 7800X 3D. So that's all very good, but probably the main attraction here is this case. So what have we got here? This is the Montech King 95. Now, I've never built in this case before, and you know, from time to time, the customer sort of recommends and requests a case that I would refer to as a D11 knockoff. Usually as soon as I take it out of the box, just from the weight of it and just sort of the build quality of it, I can sort of see I can feel the thickness of the metal and stuff like that. Usually they're cheap. Like they're cheap knockoffs of a D11. But from what I've seen so far with this thing, this is not a cheap knockoff of a D11. It's a reimagined D11. So I believe it comes in 4 different colors.
Red, white, blue,
and black. Yeah, red, white, blue, and black. So as you can see here, obviously we have a blue one.
The red one's more like a maroon.
Yeah, ready maroon sort of thing for the color. Anyway, see the curve on the panel there? So that's something different, curved side there with the glass. But you get the accessory box, and you can replace it with a mesh front. So if you don't like the glass on the front, just put the mesh on. Or if that bloody curved glass panel breaks on you for whatever reason, you have the aluminium panel there. So happy days. You also get some accessories, some bolts and cable ties, and just like a bracket here. This looks like it's not a liquid cooling bracket. This is a SSD or hard drive mounting bracket. Probably goes around the back there. You don't need it, but you have it there just in case. Certainly not for this build. We don't have any SATA SSDs or hard drives going into this, so we won't need any of that. That can just get handed straight over to the customer. And so customer is Rhys. He's here. Sweet as. Hey man, how you going? Good to have you with us. Hope your date last night was good. I think he said he's going out with the misso last night. Alright. Oh, I haven't sort of gone through all the specs yet. So we know about the RTX 4080 Super. We know about the Ryzen 7800X 3D. But we've got a kit of 6000 megahertz CL30 memory there. We've got an Asus TUF Gaming B650M-E Wi-Fi motherboard. We have a 2TB Samsung 990 Pro. So the South Koreans have won this war. We've got the NZXT Kraken Elite. So this is a good cooler. It's got the addressable screen there, so you can have a bit of fun with that. And we've also got a 850 watt Cooler Master power supply there. So ATX 3, and it's got the 12 plus 4-pin PCIe 5 cable straight from the power supply. So we don't need any of those skanky adapters to hook up our 4080. So happy days. That looks really good. Also, there's been a few little slight changes here. We got a slightly different camera angle going on now. I'm just sort of looking at myself on the streaming computer right now. It's probably very probably putting off a lot of people, but I don't give a shit. I'm just trying to get my head around the new angle. All right, so let's get stuck right into it. So we've got a bit of an Asus TUF thing going on here tonight. Asus TUF motherboard with the Asus TUF graphics card. What else have we got? What else do we get in the box? Okay, that's quite a nice looking board, as you can see there. Get rid of that. Okay, so what have we got on this board? So we got really nice direct touch heat sinks here on the MOSFET VRM coprocessors. So as you can see here, this design has sort of grooves cut through the middle of it. So that's a really nice little design feature there. That'll increase the efficiency of that heatsink because it's increasing the surface area. It's all about surface area coming off these radiators and stuff. And yeah, the same thing over here as well. Obviously, we've got our AM5 socket. We've got 12 pins of CPU power. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fan headers, USB 3, USB-C. We got a total of 4 SATA ports, 2 USB 2s. We got a COM port, obviously front panel audio, front panel connectors. We got 4 RGB headers, 3 5 volt and 1 4 volt. Sorry, 1 12 volt, I should say. Around the back here, so what do we got? Those display outputs there. They're not really like, you can use them with 7800X 3D, but you'd plug into your graphics card. What have we got? 8 USBs around here, including 1 Type-C. 4 of them are USB 2s, 2.5 gigabit LAN, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.1, or maybe 5.2. It's not a big difference. Yeah. Hey man, how you going? Good to have you with us. Alrighty, now for the fun part. Okay. I'm waiting for someone to bring me an AM5 motherboard with bent pins to repair. I haven't had one yet. Obviously done a few Intel ones over the years. So yes, this Trident Z5 Neo 6000 MHz CL30 RAM. 6000 CL30 is pretty much the sweet spot at the moment for DDR5 RAM. The price, performance, all that kind of stuff. The problem is when you go to faster speeds with DDR5, you end up with less stability. So just be aware of that. 6000, get the lowest latency you can afford. One thing, we got some tough stickers there.
Cool.
Okay, SSD time. So what do we got? A 990. So 990s get a bit toasty. Since we don't have a heatsink, I will put it under the heatsink here. Just be aware that I believe only this slot here is PCIe 5. So if you upgrade to a next gen SSD, like a crucial T700 or 705, and you wanted to use the PCIe 5, I'm pretty sure it's only in this top slot. So you'd have to swap your SSD to the other slot. Not really a big deal, but just something to be aware of. Yeah. Yeah, good. Yep, keep him busy. Alrighty. So toolless installation there, which is nice.
Trying to peel that stuff sometimes.
Oh yeah, it can be annoying. That's for sure. Freaking stuck to me. So yeah, with NVMe SSDs, if you get a PCIe 3 SSD, generally don't even need any heat sinks on them at all. They're pretty well behaved. Yeah.
Max says late to the party is like, what the heck is that case? I've lived in smaller bedsits.
Ha! It might just be the new viewing angle here that makes it look a little bit bigger, but this is
pretty chunky.
It's pretty chunky, but it's the same size as a Lian Li D11 Evo, just to give you an example. So the D11 normal would be slightly smaller than the Evo, and then the D11 Mini is smaller than the D11. And this one here, this one sits at least an Evo size, maybe even pushing the XL a little bit, but I think realistically it's pretty much like an Evo. The weights and dimensions looked like an Evo when I looked it over. So okay, so we got our board prepped and ready to go. So we might go ahead and do the cooler. Rhys, did you want the other fans, or are you happy with just the included fans? I think it'll look fine with just the included fans, to be honest. But I just thought, considering they're all ring fans throughout the rest of the case, that you might want matching ones on the radiator. But yeah, like I said, it's not really a big deal.
You go with the included ones will be right.
Yep.
Mrs. might shoot me if I spend any more.
Yes, I mean this is a pretty decent rig. I mean, you won't need a new PC realistically for another 5 years, so. install our AMD bracket there, and then we're gonna have to remove the standard mounting kit there. Where are we? Hey Trav, how you going? Good to have you with us. Okay.
TV Buds wants to know where else are you live? Just YouTube.
Just YouTube.
Trav says another night of falling asleep to your voice.
Oh man, why that boring?
No. You've had a few people comment that they're sleepers.
It's kind of embarrassing though. Yeah, I'm trying. Okay. Alright, well obviously it's being mounted to the top. So good practice if you've got when you're installing your AIO, press down and kind of wiggle it a little bit, and if it's got thermal paste on it, at least for a second or so, it should hold in place with the surface tension created by the thermal paste. And that is a good fail-safe way to know that you've definitely got your cooler mounted correctly. Because I've had some people, you know, end up quite upset and worked up when they build their PC and it just shuts down automatically when they're trying to install Windows and stuff like that. And it will be the fact that they don't have their cooler mounted correctly. They've used the wrong offsets or something like that, and it's not making proper contact. I got called a liar once. That no, they definitely did it right, and I was lying when I pulled the cooler off and I could see the pre-applied thermal paste still in a perfect square. But anyway. Yeah.
Says AMSR, computer building asthma.
Yes. Yep. Okay, so basically it's going to be in the case roughly like this. Okay, so we want our cables there from the fans to go on the other side. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty straightforward build, this one, because I don't have to screw in a whole shitload of fans.
No.
6 out of 9 of them already done for me.
You're lucky.
I know, right?
Did you just drop a bolt in there?
Right when we're talking about lucky.
Not so lucky.
No. No, not so lucky. Okay, just about done with that, and then what is our situation with the rest of our cables? So we get a controller, it's USB 2, and then we get, what have we got here? We get a cable down here to our block. This looks like the one. Yeah. Hey Mad Warrior, how you going? Good to have you with us as always.
I'm keen to see what this all looks like inside the case. Build faster.
Build faster. Yes, Mum.
Hey, not too long.
Don't make it easy to route cables here.
Well, you gotta make up somewhere. Not having to do the fence.
I know, right?
Puppy dog. Hey, you a baby.
Mm-hmm. USB 2 splitter. I don't know, man. I've had pretty bad experiences with them, to be honest. Let's try to not use that. And so yeah, with this one, we won't do the power supply until the very end because of how it's structured at the back there. So don't get, if you're building one for the first time, don't get too keen. Okay. Okay. All right. So these cables there go out the back. These cables here from the block also go out the back. The only thing that doesn't is this cable here, which we're going to plug directly onto the CPU header. Okay. All right, case time. Yeah, it's nice thick glass. Pop-off panel, just like a D11 Evo. So 360mm rad up top, and then around the back. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Huh. It's hinged. Look at that.
Fancy.
Very fancy. One thing I will do from the power supply, I'll do our CPU cable just because it's right up the top there. Yeah.
GG to midday to you guys. My next upgrade will be from a i9 9900K to 7800 X3D.
Oh, Jesus. That's not a small upgrade.
And so they'll be using the rest of the old parts. Case is a master case H500M.
Yep.
And then we'll be using B650EF gaming.
B650EF gaming. What brand's that? I can't think of what the model is off the top.
Asus.
It's an Asus.
It's a ROG.
Oh, it's a ROG board, okay. 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 All right. That's looking.
I don't know if Tim will know that. He wants, GP wants to know for the Workstation B650E chef game Wi-Fi thing. Motherboard support 5 USBs.
5 USBs? What, like on the back of the board does it have 5?
Support my front 5's USBs.
5 USBs?
Probably not.
Probably not. Do you have, have you checked how many headers are on the board?
No, also want to know, 4090 mostly running VR, how much of an uplift do you think I'll gain in VR?
Oh, how much of an uplift? It depends what game you're playing, man. Like, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and like BS you with figures and stuff like that, because it's gonna be different for every single game you play. But you are getting a considerable upgrade from 9900K to 7800X 3D. However, if you are not upgrading your graphics card as well, you can't expect like absolute miracles. You know, your 7800X 3D isn't going to make your like.
Well, they've got a 4090.
They got a 4090. Well, that's fine. You got the 4090 anyway, so yeah. Okay. Alright, so we've got a whole shitload of cables around here that we got to deal with. So like I said, it's all about grouping things because you want it to be easy to repair. That's the problem with doing things up too tightly. Oh. Seriously? So these are the 3 fans on our cooler. These are going to be independent from the other 6 fans because there's a controller built into the case. Well, a controller that comes with the case, I should more accurately say. All right. Yeah.
Rhys says hey.
Hey man, how you going? Good to have you with us. Yeah, so we've got a couple of USB 2s here for the addressable screen on the pump, plus the NZXT controller for the fans. Bloody hell. I have 4 SATA power cables to plug in here. Damn. Yeah.
GT says, okay, maybe an easy question. What AM5 motherboard will support my 5 USBs in front of my case, and also a lot of USBs in the back of the case?
Can you send me a message on Facebook? Because I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you, man. It's so rare that you build in a case that has more than 2 or 3 USB ports at the front. So it's a special thing. You might not even find a ROG motherboard that has that. I don't know. I haven't looked. What you're looking for is a board with 2 USB 3 headers or 2 USB 2 headers. I don't even know what your case takes. So if you want 4 USB 3s on the front panel of your case, you'll have 2 USB 3 cables, so you need to find a board with 2 USB 3 headers. No. Hmm. Bloody hell, that's a tight fit. Okay. Power supply time. Okay. No. Okay, we're nearly done.
Oh, this is hey Tim.
Hey man, how you going? Good to have you with us. What?
Oh, you touched the mouse.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm like trying to do something. Unselected a heap of shit. I was trying to delete.
Okay.
Fluffy meow.
Okay. Graphics card time. Alrighty. So 4080. Oh, got it upside down. Got the Asus origami box here. Okay, so we got to unwrap everything here. Okay.
Chuck it away.
Didn't want it anyway. Alright, look at this chunky boy. It's such a chunky boy, it'll definitely need this.
Use some sort of a Bailey.
All right. So yeah, it all packs away nice and neat back there. Okay. All right. Now let's see if I've put it together correctly. Have I got a wire crossed here or there?
Coffee meow. Meow. You're very fluffy. Rhys says it looks clean. Looks clean as, I should say. Yes, it does.
Yes.
Max wants to know which way do the fans blow. My guess would be intake through the bottom, exhaust for the others.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty sure that would be the configuration. If there is an issue with the configuration, we can look at that. But I think it'll be right. All that matters is, will it pass the stress test? There's a very slight imperfection here with the rear I/O shield. There we go. I was just trying to put a stopper in the display port. It's like just slightly off center there. Yeah. Hey Damon, how you going? Good to have you with us.
Hope your sister is okay after the other night. Well, I like the way those fans look.
Yeah. So the three at the top there, they're the NZXT ones. They're not in sync with the rest of it. All right, so don't mind the screen there on its side. That's something that we'll adjust with software. Do we have a BIOS for this one?
Yeah, I just downloaded it now.
Oh, did you?
I was waiting for the page to load. It was having problems loading properly.
Oh, true.
I forgot about it. Oh, fuck, didn't go back to that and didn't
Alright, so I just got a couple of extra bolts to put in up top here on the radiator, and then we can close it up.
David says he can't wait for you back
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. Mm-hmm.
Sorry about the jets. We live under the flight path, the empty Air Force Base.
Yep.
So occasionally we get jets and cargo carriers flying low.
No. So fortunately this one is just being picked up. It's a local, Rhys's local here in Brisbane.
I'm lucky because it's quite heavy.
Yeah. And so if they're over 23 kilos, I have to ship them as 2 parts, or I need to pay for oversized freight shipping.
That costs an arm and a leg.
That costs a whole heap, right? That goes up. The cost of shipping increases threefold. So it's generally cheaper for me to split it into just 2 cartons, but it's a pain in the ass because you got to pay for delivery twice. And I mean, usually if you're buying a PC with a case like this, it's not really a big deal because you're spending the money anyway. What's an extra fucking 80 bucks or whatever? Alright, so we'll activate our Expo.
GT says they messaged you on Facebook that there's no rush for an answer. It'll be a while before they're ready.
Yeah, all good, man. I'm happy to have a look at it for you. I just don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. I wish I did, but I got too much other shit in my head.
This is also a beautiful build.
Yeah, this one came out really nice. I'm looking forward to it. I'm almost a little bit jealous. I almost want to get one for myself.
Case.
Yeah. But it's too chonky.
Yeah.
It's too chonky for us. We need something smaller. I mean, I'm flirting with mini RTX builds, but the problem is, I've got too much storage. Mini RTX for the bedroom.
Yeah. So we can watch shit in bed.
Mm-hmm.
It's really easy like that.
Yeah, everyone is.
I kind of want to get a projector to project it into the ceiling so we don't have to crane it.
Yeah, that would be good. Aspirations. So many aspirations. Okay. This will definitely look the goods. We'll just have to get the software for our screen installed and we can rotate that. But yes, you can see how much cleaner it is with that single cable there to the graphics card compared to using those adapters. And, you know, look, spend an extra 20 bucks or something like that on the power supply to get an ATX 3 that has that adapter direct from the power supply. You won't regret it. If you skimp on that and don't get ATX 3, you will probably regret that because you'll be looking at it and part of you will know that that's just not quite right.
Luke's a sick looking build.
Yeah, how good is it? This is by far the best knockoff D11 case. I don't even like calling it a knockoff D11 case. It's almost like it's its own thing. But it is very similar to a D11 Evo. I gotta put that out. I gotta be fair. Oh, I got warranties and stuff to go back. Had a card come back. Well, I think it got it yesterday, but I picked it up today. Yeah. Just have a quick look at it, make sure it's definitely not posting or anything like that, and then put it back for warranty. Got to do my own due diligence, point of professional pride, before I take it back to the distributor and tell them that there's a problem with it, only for them to inspect it and go, no, there's not. It's quite embarrassing. It does happen. It's happened to me. I don't claim perfection. I'm not the fucking Borg queen or some shit.
We are the Borg.
Yeah. We are the Borg. Your biological and technological distinctiveness will be added to our own. Resistance is futile. Mm-hmm.
In so long, I'm like purging like that.
You should use the search function to search the common ones and then just delete everything that's on the page, like say Uber Eats, Courier Mail. Yeah, delete what you got. And now search for the common. Yeah. That'll make your life a lot easier. Okay. So one thing that I've noticed already, the fans are really loud. They're on the they'll be on the, what do you call it, the pump header on the motherboard. Just means that by default it's running a bit higher, but we'll put that back onto the right settings and they'll be pretty much silent until they have to be. Alright, so I always put down these custom icons. You can make these yourself. Applications, games. These are just ordinary folders, but if you take a folder, you go to properties, you can go over here to customize, and you can change the icon, and you can make it whatever you want. Helps sort your folders out a little bit better. And you can restore defaults there at any stage, but you can select whatever. You can also I've never done it before, but I think you can use your own images, but they've got to be the exact correct size. Okay. So I'll get some of this stuff installed.
It's 3:20 a.m. here.
3:20 a.m.
And it's also enjoy watching them this time in the morning.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Fair enough. I know what it's like.
Damon's got to go. He's got school tomorrow.
Oh man, have fun. At least it's Friday tomorrow. I mean, if you're in Australia, it's Friday tomorrow.
So you prefer this or the 11?
I'm gonna say this. Do you know why? Because it's got the pre-installed fans. That just makes the whole thing a little bit smoother. I guess the only downside is if you didn't like the style of fans and you've got to move them. But they are standard ARGB fans, so if you did want different fans in there, you could always sell the fans that come with it, because they're just ordinary ARGB fans. Someone will take them off your hands for you.
I think it's the majority of like basically spam emails.
It's a bit easier for you now? Yeah. Sitting there fucking going through it all manually. Fuck that. Christine's deleting emails, if you're wondering. Oh look, 3:26 a.m. We got the exact same. So it's UTC -8, hey? America. And we are UTC +10.
We're in the future.
Yeah. Yes, we got to go back to the past. We got to cross the date line due east, which means we go back in time.
Time travelers.
Yeah, I know. Look at that, going back in time. Okay. hate it how Epic Games like can't install while it's doing some Windows installation. Oh no! I can't exist on my own. There we go. Okay, so that's all looking good there. And so NZXT cam's installed. So that's where you go to control all of your cooler related things, the fans on your cooler plus the block, and then everything else will be from ASUS Armory Crate, which is installing in the background here now. Alright, so I can set up MSI Afterburner here. Yeah, this is sick. I'm really happy with this. It'll be awesome. Okay, so look, we're pretty much done with software now. Okay. Alright, so while we wait for the rest of it to download and install, let's run some gaming benchmarks. Let's have a look at Heaven here on high, no anti-aliasing. Alright, and so everything on the screen here, pretty self-explanatory, but I'll run through it as I always do. GPU 1 here in green, that's our graphics card. We've got our temperature, usage, clock speed, and the wattage. Got our VRAM here, that's MEM in green there, the amount used and the clock speed. Then we've got our CPU down here in blue, temperature, usage, clock speed and wattage. We've got our RAM usage, and this number below RAM, that's how many frames per second it's currently running at. Oh, sorry about that. Oh. See that stuff at the bottom there? Keeps opening up.
Emails of 40s.
Are you still going on courier mail?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I never opened any of their emails. It was because of that subscription I had for Mum.
Yeah, yeah.
Being delivered. And they literally send like multiple emails like a day.
Like Trump. Subscribe to Donald Trump's email listing. You get multiple emails a day asking for money. It's so fucking funny. This is all from Armory Crate, the interruptions. Overly complicated piece of software.
I just want one universal app that does everything.
Yeah, I know. Just like one app called like Control Suite, and it like controls everything.
That'd be great. No, we've got to make 10 million fucking different apps for every fucking thing. You gotta have an account for all of them. Fucking hell, 2019. Oh god, this is like pre-COVID stuff now.
See the ones that you get all the time, you can start with them. Alright, so that was Heaven there on high with no anti-aliasing. Oh, Fluffy Meow. Hey? You are a bit fluffy.
He wants his dinner.
He's like, come in here, he's like, you've forgotten about my stuff.
Now he's on top of it.
Okay. Alright, so next we will do Valley. Valley's more demanding, and we're also going to run it on higher settings.
This is for me. Hey, fucking hell.
I am sorry, but don't worry, he's not like all skanky. He's not allowed outside. And he gets groomed and all that frequently because he's got long hair, and you got to do that. If not, they become, yeah,
Skanky.
like when we found him.
Yeah.
And couldn't walk properly because all his fur was matted and stuff like that. I had to shave him. Well, didn't have to completely shave him, but there was just like, I don't know, about 30% of his body that was shaved. Sweet. Well, this is come up all right. See how the graphics card's not really getting to 100%? Oh, there it goes. It's barely even trying. Okay. And we'll do superposition here at 4K. 4K optimized, that is. Someone said to me, why don't you do the 8K one? No reason, just people more familiar with 4K start doing 8K and people start going, whoa, what's that? But I mean, that's the max resolution that these cards output to, 8K. Did that seriously just crash the entire benchmark? Oh, great. Excellent. I love that. Seriously? It's gonna keep crashing. And unfortunately, Armory Crate fucking takes ages. to download and install stuff. Can't do it, can't make it easy. It's got to make it all frickin' mission. Yeah.
And was this also, are there any vertical GPU mounts for a 5-slot case?
Vertical adapter brackets. Oh no. No, they're all 7-slot RTX. Unfortunately. Yeah, that's a bit of a pain, that one. But yeah, unfortunately, it's got to do with the height. It really needs to be 7 slots just due to the length of a lot of cards. Because you gotta have, I mean, you gotta have room for the card, not just the plate at the back. Alright, so we're just waiting on Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. That's the only drivers that we're missing. Alright, and there's Bluetooth. Excellent. Alright. So maybe now I'll be able to run this benchmark in peace. And that'll pretty much be it for tonight, because all we need to do is stress test it now. Make sure it behaves itself under load, and then, yeah, we can... Well, I don't really have much else to do. I don't even have to pack it for shipping because it's getting picked up. So, yeah. I mean, if Rhys is ready to pick it up tomorrow, we can, that's fine. Probably have a bit of a sleep in tomorrow, but if you're really keen and you want to like first up. Yeah, might be able to leave it for you. What's up?
Max says, go on, Rhys. Turn up at 6:30. You won't have a very happy tea.
No. Because the thing is with me, I always wake up like in the morning. I always wake up, even on my day off. But what happens is I wake up and I go and watch a bit of the news and a bit of the highlights. I have a drink, and then I start feeling a bit tired, and I go back to bed. That's a sleep in for me. So if you rock up at like 6 or 6:30, I might even be awake. But if you rock up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, probably not. If that makes sense. Because yeah, tomorrow's kind of my Saturday based on my working week. Yeah, the tech industry not doing so well overall. Intel fucking firing 13,000 people.
I thought it was 17,000.
Nah, 13,500.
I could have sworn it was 17,000. I saw 17. Either way, it's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. Dell cut thousands as well. HP, I think, are cutting, or they're going to be cutting. Yeah, Microsoft's cut. We're just waiting to hear from Apple. What's Apple's prospects look like?
Not too good.
Okay. Oh, it's still... we ran that whole benchmark. It's still sitting here on... Recrate's still sitting here on 92%.
Stupid thing.
Like, if we come into processes, we can see it's still doing its thing. It's still doing something. Yes, restart. Bloody hell. Yeah.
It says Intel revealed plans to cut around 15,000 jobs, which amounts to 15% of its workforce.
Mm-hmm.
It's a strategic move to save 10 billion by 2025. It says those guys have a pretty big salary, like average 600,000.
Mm-hmm.
It's my $600,000 a year.
It's just a broader trend in the tech industry because there was such a big uplift for everyone during COVID, and now there's just like with any bubble, it eventually collapses, and then you're in a bit of a trough, and that's where we're at now. Because I mean, I was doing Tim's PC full time for years since COVID, and it's only been in like the last 6 months that things have started to slow down to the point where I'm working part time for another company. Okay. Alright, so now we're at the end of the night. Oh, actually, before I forget, let's just change those fan settings in BIOS, because if I don't do it now, I will forget. And then Rhys will be like, oh man, it's pretty loud. Okay, stress test time. Pretty weird. NZXT cam's not playing ball. Do I have to reinstall it? Or will it correct itself? I think I might have to reinstall it. Armory Crate installs and it's had a cry. Alright, let's... So sometimes software like this can have a bit of a cry if you install it and there's other drivers being installed in the background. Can cause problems. Usually reinstalling the app will sort everything out for you. There it goes. Look at that. Okay, cool. That's sorted. Alright, we'll set this up for a 90-minute run. Alright, so there's Furmark. And here's Cinebench. Okay, and so our CPU can get up to 95 degrees. It'll sit here at about 87, 88 degrees while we're running Cinebench. Cinebench is very demanding. It's more demanding than running a game or something like that. Puts a bit of stress on the CPU and the motherboard and all that. And then down here we've got our graphics card. Oh, sorry, that's our onboard graphics there, and our graphics card's down here. So GPU get up to 83 degrees, memory and hotspot up to 100 degrees. So like I said, we're just going to let this one run for the next 90 minutes, and I leave hardware monitor open to monitor the temperatures, and yeah, happy days. If there's a problem, we'll tackle that once we know what it is. But I don't foresee any issues with it. Everything's performing as expected. All right, that's pretty good. I think we might leave it there. So look, thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video.